Well, hey guys, welcome to another video. This one's going to be a little bit different because, well, I don't have a script, so this is going to be a little bit more off the cuff, but I encourage you to stick around even if you don't necessarily think the topic of this video is that important to you, because this is going to sound kind of scammy or, I don't know, like I'm trying to bait you, but this might be my favorite video that I've made so far on this channel. So I encourage you to stick around or at least skip to the conclusion if you don't want to see the whole process. But I won't be doing any mid-roll ads on this because I do want you to actually watch this one because I'm sort of proud of it. I like this video a lot, or at least I hope I will. We'll see in editing. I don't know, but we're going to try to fix a dead power supply. If you've watched the channel or a few of my recent videos, you've probably seen the two videos I did covering the Lenovo P310. In both of those videos, I talked about the issue of the power supply failing. In the first video, I had an awesome comment from RetroTech recommending that I should replace the large main capacitor in the power supply. Spoiler, I replaced the main capacitor in the power supply because it seemed like he had worked on a lot of FSP power supplies that were similar to this one and ran into that issue pretty often. Now, I appreciated the advice, but I really didn't want to do that repair, mostly because I'm really bad at soldering and also because I didn't want you all to see how bad I am at soldering. But I decided, obviously, I'm making this video, I decided obviously to go ahead and make this video for a couple of reasons. Really, I wanted to put my money where my mouth is, because on this channel, I talk a lot about trying to, it's literally in the name of the channel, Hardware Haven. The idea for the channel was that I would take hardware that a lot of people would just normally toss in the trash and try to find interesting ways to use them and reuse them. And I think that should include hardware that's damaged. So if I'm going to talk about this being Hardware Haven and reusing hardware, I should probably spend a few dollars to buy a replacement capacitor and try to fix this power supply. And also, even though I am very bad at soldering, I pretty often preach, I literally say, stay curious at the end of every video. And I say that because I want people to accept the idea that we don't always know everything. I don't know everything, and that's okay. And really, we should just be giving an effort to learn, to better ourselves and learn new things, and that's exciting. And so if I'm going to say stay curious at the end of videos and, kind of preach this idea of, hey, make mistakes and learn from them and learn from the comments and stuff, I probably should give this an attempt, even if it means some people are going to criticize how bad I am at actually doing this repair. And really this comes down to my two favorite things about making these YouTube videos. The first is when I get comments of people being like, hey, I was so inspired by your video, I put together this server of my own, or I'd been wanting to do something with Home Assistant, I finally got around to it, or something like that. Seeing people be inspired or encouraged to dive into their own projects and explore new things, that's really exciting to me, and that's really, I'm passionate about making videos for that reason. And the other really thing I love about making YouTube videos is the insight and information I get from you guys. I am not an expert on most of the things I talk about, and a lot of you are experts, and I actually get a lot of great feedback and a lot of great information, like what I got in this video, potentially, we'll see. So yeah, I'm not very good at soldering. I'm not very good at electrical repairs, but it's something I'd actually like to get better at, and so I figured I might as well make this video, get some feedback, however harsh it may be, from you guys, and hopefully kind of encourage some of you to be a little bit more okay with sharing things you're not that great at, or just trying to get better at things and being open to feedback. So I'm going to go ahead and try to, well, I already did I attempted the repair at least. I'm just filming this all together because it's easier, but I'm going to go ahead and attempt to replace this power supply. Well, I did, like I said, but we'll watch it together and kind of see the process and see how it turns out. Now, I know at least someone is going to make a comment about, well, he wouldn't have made this video if it didn't work, so obviously it worked, but that's not necessarily the case. I'm not going to give away whether or not this repair worked or didn't work, because I would have made this video either way. That was kind of the whole point of this, was I don't know if this is going to work, but I kind of want you to see the process, and I want to learn from your feedback. And worst case scenario, I just get a little bit more soldering practice. So now a few disclaimers, the first one being power supplies can kill you. These capacitors, these big guys, they can carry, I don't know, I'm probably going to say the wrong electrical terms here. They can carry a lot of voltage, hold a lot of voltage, I don't know. If you're not really confident with what you're doing, and I mean really confident that you know what you're doing, do not open up a power supply and attempt to repair it, because it can be very dangerous. Now, I know that probably sounds like a little bit of mixed messaging because I'm saying, hey, you should try fixing things, but also don't fix things, but just be incredibly smart. Maybe reach out to an expert that you know or someone in your area. It's good to try to fix these things, but with power supplies, it can be dangerous, so be safe. Also, this should be clear at this point, based off all the things I've said, but I am not an expert when it comes to stuff like this. That's why I'm asking for your feedback. So don't take any of this as advice, as something to learn from, because I'm probably doing most things terribly wrong. Another thing that I know someone's probably going to comment is that LTT actually posted a video around the time I was putting this video together, where Linus tries to repair a camera and resolder a micro HDMI port. Yeah, I didn't get inspiration from that. I ordered the capacitor for this project well before that video came out. It's a great video, it's entertaining, but this video was not like inspired by that. I'm not trying to rip off LTT or anything. I don't think most of you would think that, but I just know someone's gonna say it. Someone's gonna say it. So, yeah. I think that's about all I have to say for now, though, so let's go ahead and get started. Well, I already did it, but we're gonna go watch me do it, and I'll talk about it. Now, I want to take a second while I'm just getting things set up to apologize for the video and audio quality here. I probably should have zoomed in the actual camera lens a little bit more, because while I shot this in 4K, it's still a little bit blurry. And I did set up a microphone, but the audio quality is not quite what I want it to be. Maybe at some point, if I keep doing videos like this, I could invest in a Lewis Rossman headset. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so I have solder here. These are the two guys I need to unsolder. So I'm going to try adding a bit of solder first. I'll add flux first. I think flux first. I'm gonna do some flux, then some solder. I'm so bad at soldering though. Okay, probably should have set this up beforehand. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of flux on these, hopefully. Oh, I said a little bit. That came out pretty quick. All right. Some flux there. And then we're gonna try see if we can't get this to flow here. Okay, that's flowing pretty well. Our flux is getting real smoky. That's probably not good, right? I don't know. I am a super amateur when it comes to soldering. Okay. I was able to get those flowing, so I think we can take some wick here. Is that too short? I don't know. I'm gonna spread this out. And hopefully that'll work like it's supposed to. Oh, that's hot. Oh gosh. Goodness gracious. Is that why people use such long pieces of it? I don't really know. Okay, I'm going to try the other end now that this cooled off a little bit. Okay, I think that just about got it. Believe it or not, that's like the best luck I think I've had with solder wick before. I'm usually really bad with it. I've used the solder sucker things a few times, but never really had good luck with those either. So it looks like one down here. One to go. Oh goodness. Oh, okay. Well, I definitely just bridged that. This is fun. Why is this one not going as well? I think I'm actually gonna reflow some solder on that. Hopefully that'll wick up a little easier. Good thing I'm taking this capacitor off, because I don't know if there'll really be any saving it after this, because I might be frying this guy. I'm actually curious if I just try to wiggle it, what happens. A little more flux maybe. Got a fresh piece of this. Ah, okay, I got a bunch of crap all over there. Oh no. Oh goodness, okay. Okay, I'm kind of just curious. I don't want to break these pads. But there's not a whole lot there. I'm actually going to try the solder sucker really quick. Hold on. All right. I think I'm going to try to reflow this a little bit. That didn't work. Made a cool little thing there. Yeah, not fast enough or hot enough, I'm not sure. Why did I make a soldering video? This is a bad idea. Hey, that might have kind of worked. I'm curious now. This capacitor is actually kind of warm. If we try to give this a wiggle, what happens? It's also glued in there. Forgot about that. Let's maybe tackle that first. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got most of the glue separated there. So I wonder now if I kind of give this a wiggle. Haha! Success! I did it. It's out of focus, but I did it. All right. Okay, so we'll slot this through. Negative towards me. I think I want to find something just to kind of prop this up. Okay, there we go. Little display port cover. And get some good solder here. Let's give this a go. Yeah, I think I really need a new soldering iron. But maybe it's just my skills. That's very likely as well. So you guys let me know, do I need a new soldering iron? Is it just my skills? What can I do better? Okay. That looks pretty good. Oh no. Get off there. Make sure there's plenty on these. It's a pretty big joint, but also don't want to bridge anything. Okay. I think we're good. I don't see, this should all be on the same little plane here, so I don't think there's anything bridged that shouldn't be. Yeah. Crap. I think we're good to try to put this back together and test it. What do you guys think? Maybe we'll do one of those. Put it in the comments below what you think's gonna happen. Let's find out. Let's go ahead and put this thing together. Okay, I think it's all put back together, and I don't know if there's a better way to test it than just to put it back in the Lenovo P310 it came from and see if it works. Okay, audio won't be great because I'm just filming from my phone, but we have the Lenovo P310. It's hooked up with the power supply that is hopefully repaired. We have our 4-pin, 12-volt, oh goodness, what is it called? Whatever, the ATX 4-pin for the CPU. And then we have our 10-pin connector. We're obviously not using the 6-pin, but this thing failed when the 6-pin wasn't active anyway. So, I also just realized the only system I could really test this in to get an accurate test is this Lenovo P310, which I definitely have slated for some upcoming videos. So hopefully this doesn't kill the system, because that would be a huge bummer. But yeah, I have it all plugged in except for the power cord here, so let's see what happens. There's a little pop. Not sure if that was good or bad. That's an okay sign. Let's see if we get a post. Looks like we did. All right. Actually, I have no idea what operating system is in this. Oh, yeah, no, it's going to be Proxmox. Spoiler for upcoming video. Okay, well, it posted. It at least boots, it works, it turns on. I don't know if we might run into the exact same problem we've been running into. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is swap this back out for a Windows boot drive and try to run something like Cinebench and see if it works. So yeah, but it turned on. After running Cinebench R23 a few times, everything seemed to be going pretty well. Until... I'm just kidding. The display just went to sleep because of the power settings in Windows by default. So yeah, everything seems to be working pretty well. I'm actually, at the time of editing this, it's been running for a few days with no problems, so I think it's fixed. So fortunately, it seems to be fixed. I took it out of that computer, but it had been running for a few hours. I actually ran like 4 or 5 Cinebench R23 runs consecutively with no issues, and then it sat idly for like 3 or 4 more hours while I did some work around the house and in the yard. So it seems to be fixed. However, there's no way I would sell this on to someone else just because I don't feel like I'm qualified to do an actual repair. So while it seems like this is fixed, I wouldn't, put that off on someone else. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm really glad I made this video, A, because I fixed the power supply, but B, well, because now you get to roast how bad I was at soldering and doing that repair, even though I managed to fix it. Because I want to get better. I want to learn. Actually, with the Hardware Haven channel, I would like to explore some more repair type stuff where I take stuff that's not just older and can be upgraded or repurposed, but stuff that's actually damaged and would be, thrown away that, we can fix and then reuse. I think that'd be really cool to invest in some equipment and my skills. I think that could be really cool for the channel. So hopefully this is an opportunity to learn a little bit and get some advice, get some feedback from you guys. And hopefully as well, this could inspire at least some of you to, I don't know, maybe rethink the way you feel about yourself. I guess that sounds really philosophical and I'm not trying to get like weird, but I think especially in the tech community, and this isn't just because I get negative comments, negative comments happen, I don't really care. But I feel like especially in the tech community, it's really, really prevalent that people feel this insatiable need to correct people and prove how much they know about something and how right they are about something, when half the time, I feel like almost all the time, those people really are the ones that probably need to learn more about the subject that they're talking about. I feel like I've rarely had someone that I know is an expert in their field that I really trust be that person to just like come after me to, tell me how wrong I am. Usually the people that know the most are the ones that are very respectful and really just want you to learn from their knowledge. And so that's kind of what I hope. I don't know, this is kind of a weird video, but I just kind of hope maybe you'll rethink sometimes if you're talking to someone who may not know as much about you in some tech field or really anything. Maybe instead of trying to prove how right you are or prove how much you know, try to take some time to help them out, to teach them some of the things that you've learned over your years and experience of working on computers or working on servers or networking or things like that. Invest in them a little bit because, you were invested into probably, whether it's from watching YouTube videos or talking to someone who knows what they're talking about. There's a good chance someone has invested in you if you have that knowledge. So try to pay that forward. I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling at this point, but yeah, I just hope I can be a good example on YouTube and show that we don't always have to look perfect and do everything perfect. We can screw up and laugh at ourselves a little bit and learn from it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I want to take some time to thank my patrons over on Patreon for helping support things like this. It really helps being able to, a really cheap capacitor, but it helps to be able to buy stuff like that and not really have to think about it. So thank you to those guys and gals for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching, because that also supports the channel. If you have any other ideas for what we could... Oh, I guess I can actually talk about... I think I hinted it in earlier, but we are going to be working on some cool Proxmox stuff with this Lenovo P310. And I also have that little guy over there that we have some cool stuff brewing up, so stay tuned. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Sorry if it was a bit rambly. I don't really know where I'm going, but... As always, thanks for watching, stay curious, and I really hope to see you in the next one.